Alright guys, so this is the road that I was talking about. As you can see, it's closed. No parking anytime. You used to be able to drive up this road because I drove over, last time I hiked Vanderwhacker. I did this earlier actually with my dog Buddy. If you guys don't know why I have my dog Buddy, click right here. But I actually was able to drive up this road basically to the trailhead. What I read it on all trails that the bridge is out.
Bridge is open right now.
So why they lock it?
There's signs that say the bridge is out, but cars drove it all day.
Looks fine.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Alright guys, I'm not even a mile in. I already ran into two groups of hikers that have done Vanderwhacker already. They said that they've been running into seeing cars on this road all day, and they said the bridge is not even out. So I don't know why they closed that gate. Like I was saying earlier in the video, this was open last time I came here like 2 years ago, my dog Buddy, and you could drive all the way to the trailhead. But we'll see if the bridge is really that bad or whatever, and we'll take it from there. Yummy. Alright guys, we're still on the road. We're a little bit more than halfway to the trailhead from the road. It's actually turned out to be a beautiful day today, guys. I looked on the Weather Channel before I came here, and they said it was supposed to be like overcast all day. But it's been beautiful, guys. I gotta say, it's about 73 degrees, comfortable out, not too humid. But I'm loving it, guys. I'm on a dirt road, but you know, I'm out in the woods, so you gotta love it, guys. All right, guys, we're getting to the trailhead, but I just want to stop. There is camping areas, guys. As you can see, this is campsite 2. In the back, I'm not gonna walk all the way back there, but there is an outhouse. But I'm pretty sure this is a permit only. You can't just come back here and camp. You gotta go through the state and get a permit. So I just want to show you guys that. We're on our way. I'm enjoying this hike so far. Alright guys, we're coming up on supposedly the bridge out. As you can see, read the sign, bridge is out. It doesn't look like it's out to me. But underneath it could be rotting away or something like that, like the roading away, I mean, the bottom of the bridge, so it's unsafe. I'm not really sure, guys, but this is supposedly the bridge that is out. Looks fine to me, and like I've been hearing from those hikers that I passed, that they've been seeing people drive right across this bridge. So for the bridge being out, thumbs down. But what a beautiful view, guys. Just listen to that water. Just beautiful. All right, guys, let's get it. Alright guys, so we're just coming up on some railroad tracks. We're not far from the bridge that supposedly is out, but it's not. But this is the old railroad tracks. They don't use them no more. They went through the Adirondacks. They were used for logging, mines in the Adirondacks, and transportation of people. But these are very old, guys. But as you can see, they do not use it no more. I heard word that they want to reopen it, and I know in Old Forge they had the Adirondack Scenic View one, and they want to go all the way up here, but I haven't heard much about it. But as you can see, as of right now, it's abandoned. Pretty neat, guys. pretty cool rock, guys. Like how the plants are just growing right on top of it. Looks like it kind of has fur. Pretty cool. Alright guys, our journey on the dirt road is coming to an end. As you can see right in front of us, we made it to where the trailhead is. This would be where you would park if that bridge wasn't out, even though it's not out. But you would park right here and you'd walk it right up here, and there should be a sign-in sheet up here. Alright guys, we're only halfway there, but let's get it. Alright guys, we're officially on the trail. I don't mind hiking on a dirt road, but there's nothing like hiking on a trail. It's just absolutely awesome, just really happy. But I did run into a couple at the trailhead, and they asked me how much longer to the top, and I said about 3 miles, give or take. And they said, do you think we're gonna be able to do it? So me looking at them, they didn't really pack well for the, you know, night hiking or anything like that. They were really wearing no clothes. So I said, do you have any lights? And they said, no, we don't. And I said, well, that's your first thing that I probably wouldn't do it. And I asked the girl, because she was wearing like not a lot, and I said, did you bring a sweatshirt? And they said, well, we brought some clothing. And they said, do you think that we could do it? And I said, no, I wouldn't attempt it, guys. It's gonna get colder, and then you never know how long it's gonna take for you guys to get up there, and you don't want to be hiking back in the dark. It's a big no-no. So they actually took my advice and turned around, so I'm happy about that, guys. Just when you come out here, just do a little bit more research of the trail. The All Trails app is pretty awesome. I'm pretty sure it's free. You can get the pro version, but you don't even need that. Get that, I'll give you a heads up. People comment on it all the time, like days or today, whatever it is, saying what the trail conditions are and stuff. So I highly recommend downloading All Trails app. It helps out a lot. And then guys, even if you think you're just hiking for the day, like I always say, is always pack like you're gonna spend the night, because you never know what could happen. You know, you could fall, twist an ankle, and you could be stranded out here, and you gotta spend the night. So pack lighting, extra clothing, things that you could start a fire with, just extra supplies, guys. But we're on the trail, and I'm happy about it. All right, guys, let's get to the top. Alright guys, what I can remember last time I went hiking here, the trail kind of cuts to the left, but there's an old beaver dam over here, and that's where Buddy swam. It's actually in my video, if you guys want to check that one out. It's right here. But it looks like actually maybe the beaver dam broke, because I'm pretty sure it was, yeah, because Buddy went swimming in there, what I can remember, and the beaver dam was over there. But it looks like the beaver dam broke loose, I'm assuming. Let's go check it out, because I remember hiking over here with him, and that's where the beaver dam was, and he went swimming in there. That I can remember. I could be mistaken, but let's go check it out. And right over there was I found it was a dragonfly, a moose print, because this is prime area for moose. They love this stuff, guys. It was right here was the beaver dam. Well, I'm not gonna walk through that, but it was right here. But it looks like, guys, that it broke because this was full of water, what I can remember. But it just brings back memories. It was an awesome dog. Best hiking buddy by far. All right, guys, we're about 1.5 miles in. We're almost there. Alright guys, so now that I'm looking at the trail right here, you've seen that the river is right here. Now, like I said before, we had a lot of flooding in the Adirondacks recently. This whole trail was flooded. The river was going over right here. Look at all the debris. Pushed this all out right here. Had to be. Maybe that's what broke the beaver dam too. Huh. Interesting. But I bet you that's what happened, guys. Now that I look at it, maybe it didn't wash. Maybe it did. I'm not sure. All the flooding. But now that I see that little lip right here that we just crossed over, a beaver, because I can see beaver sign everywhere. Definitely dammed this up at one point. The trail must have looped around. I can't remember. But it must have broke loose, the dam. Had to be, maybe because we had so much rain, it broke the dam. I'm not really sure. But this is definitely was flooded at one point. And that's a beaver right there that did that. Huh. Interesting. I haven't been back here in a few years, guys, so I'm trying to remember. Alright guys, we're coming up in the old cabin where the person that was watching over the fire tower will stay. Now I remember this cabin very well when I did with Buddy. There's the old shed that fell down. That was down when I came up. But let's see how this old cabin has held up since then. Wow, never gets old, guys. The porch is still intact. Barely. Just might have to get my phone out. Get a little sunlight. Oh, look at this, guys. With the old refrigerator. See if there's anything in there. I even opened it up. No, it shields. I can't even get it open. Looks like some old fuel for your lanterns. My God, this is where they used to wash the dishes. Brown sugar. Looks old. All this looks old. It's definitely old. Man. So this must be the kitchen, I'm assuming. Slash maybe cleanup area. Oh, this is neat, guys. Old dresser. Looks like something was living in there. Old curtains. Holy moly, guys. Maybe that like hung up something. I'm not really sure. It's where they probably stored the wood. The wood stove. Look at this old table, guys. Wood stove must have came out like right here. This is where they must have slept, their bedroom. The old bed. Looks like the bed's attached to the wall. So maybe it came down. Yeah, that bed came down. Like you just went psh, like that. Look at the old broom. Man, this is an old bed too. The screens for the windows. Try to keep the black flies out. But keep it cool in the summer. Man, it's just awesome, guys. But this is all falling down. It's a shame. Oh, that's the old wood stove right there. Somebody must have tore it. Wow, this is awesome, guys. Couldn't imagine the stories and the people that stayed here and what it looked like when this was all like not falling apart. You sit on this, you stand on this porch, and how many times somebody sat here and looked off. Just the stories, guys, that could be told. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna start heading up. We're about halfway there. All right, guys, I just got done talking to you. I'm still sitting on the porch, but just look at that old chair, just like what I was just saying. How many times somebody sat there that watched over the fire and just looked off. Just the stories and the memories, guys. Just couldn't imagine. You just gotta think, though. But I just wanted to show you guys this as I'm heading up the trail. This is the old shed where they probably store all their paint and all their supplies. probably for the fire tower too. As you can see, it all fell down. You can see some old cans and stuff in there. But it all fell down. This was down when I came up a couple years ago. There's another shot of the cabin as we're going up the trail. The guy that, or the girl that stayed at the cabin, made every day probably. Pretty cool, guys. There's their outhouse. Still standing. As you can see on top of the roof, you can see there's a rock up there that somebody put up there to cover up the chimney so water wouldn't get in there. I'm thinking to myself, you don't think the last person that stayed in this cabin before they closed it put that up there, do you? And it stood up there the whole time. Man, that's crazy. All right, guys, let's get it. We're about halfway there. All right, guys, so we're getting there, guys. Probably about halfway up to the tower from that cabin. But I just wanted to show you guys this, how important it is to keep an eye out for these trail markers. So, as you can see, there's a trail that divides right here. It's a path that goes to the right, path that goes down to the left. Now, if you're not paying attention, you just keep going right here and not see that the other marker is down there. Hopefully you guys can see that. And you guys get sidetracked off the mountain. That's how you get lost, guys. So make sure you're always keeping an eye out for these markers. It could save your life, no joke. Alright, guys, so I just stopped for a little break. And I noticed off to the left of the trail, look at these rocks, guys. They're pretty good size. Doesn't it look like they're cut? Or is it just me? Definitely look like they're cut. What do you guys think? Let me know. Alright, guys, we're almost to the top. Probably the fire tower is like right there. I just can't see it because the trees are in the way. But I would just like to say, as I'm getting higher in elevation, the sun has gone away. It's getting a lot colder. The wind has definitely picked up. I looked at the weather. I didn't see anything about rain or anything, or a storm. So fingers crossed they don't get hit with something, but it just seems like something's coming. I hope not. All right, guys, we're there. All right, guys, we made it. Slowly as we get closer, the fire tower appears. Alright guys, as you can see, we made it to the top. It's absolutely beautiful, as you guys can see. Man, it never gets old, this view, guys. I highly recommend, if you guys are able to hike Vanderwhacker, do it. You won't be disappointed, guys. Alright guys, it's looking like I'm not going to be able to get a good sunset. But tomorrow they're saying, the weather, I know looks like it's going to rain, but they said it wasn't. But they said it's going to be clear tomorrow morning, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I get a good sunrise. But I got a busy night ahead of me. I got to go set up the lights, cook dinner, and we'll get it going, guys.